Welcome to a Community Partners interview, where we explore the organizations, opportunities, and resources that look to make a change in our daily lives. I'm your host, Steuart McCoy, and you're listening to Voices for Ability Radio, all abilities, all the time. Today, I'm joined by Deanne Harding, the Executive Director of Compassion First Care Services. Compassion First provides dedicated support for individuals with disabilities and those who are neurodivergent. Our comprehensive services for adults include tailored support programs and life skills training designed to empower you to thrive. Additionally, we are offering engaging youth programs that foster growth and development. Explore our wide range of programs and services to discover how Compassion First can assist you on your journey to success. Thank you for joining us today, Deanne.
Thank you so much for having me today. I'm really excited to be here.
Good. It's nice to have you too. Let's start off. Can you tell us a bit about you and what inspired you to work for Compassion First Care Services and why work with individuals with disabilities?
So, our story begins from a deep personal place. It all started during a heartfelt conversation, really, just around our dining room table. My husband, who tragically lost his daughter to cerebral palsy many, many years ago, and I, along with our 5 children, one who has global developmental delay. We found ourselves reflecting on how much more support is needed and how many gaps there is. After working in various care settings and witnessing firsthand the gaps in support, we really felt a strong calling to make a difference. And that's what motivated me to go back to school and to gain more knowledge and skills, and ultimately to open Compassion First. It was just a simple idea to create a community where individuals with disabilities, they feel supported, valued, and given opportunities to thrive.
That is great to hear.
Journey, yeah. So it's been pretty amazing, actually.
Awesome. I saw on your website that you have a story about how your logo came to be. Can you tell us
Yes.
about that story? Yeah.
Yeah, so the hand and the trees. So the hand symbol symbolizes support, care, and connection, showing that no one has to face their journey alone. The tree stands for growth, stability, and resilience, representing the ongoing development and strength of the individuals that we serve. Together, they remind us that everyone does deserve the opportunity to grow, thrive, and their best selves. So, yeah, it's my husband actually designed that logo.
Awesome. That's great. And great to have artists in the room too as well, right?
Yeah, so the blue heart, if you want me to explain that,
Sure. Go
um,
ahead.
our logo is the 3 hearts around the tree, which is the growth. The blue heart is compassion and empathy, which is approaching every individual with kindness, patience, and understanding. The red heart is courage and determination, and advocating fiercely for those that we serve and pushing for continuous improvement. And the yellow heart is hope and sunshine. It's believing in the brighter future for the potential within every person, regardless of their challenges. And together these 3 hearts symbolize our unwavering commitment to creating a more compassionate, inclusive world. And we really do wear this proudly as a reminder to our mission and to partner with individuals with disability and their families, supporting them every step of the way.
That's great to hear.
Yeah,
So I saw on your website that you have a couple of programs that you offer at Compassion First Care Services.
we
What do those
do.
programs
So
entail? Yeah.
So we have our youth program and then we have our adult day program, but we actually also, and it's not on the website yet, is we just are opening up our autism certified swim school. So, our upcoming swim school is more than just lessons. It's a life-saving initiative, which will have small classes and personalized attention because, water safety is really important. So it was just another barrier that we wanted to take down.
Yeah,
And
that's totally
then,
fair, understandable. Yeah.
yeah, and so our youth program, the reason we do that is, early support is so important. And then as they transition to the adult day program, it's less of a transition because they've been with us since the beginning. They can just transition with their peers. And the way that we structure our programs is the same staff that does the adult program, they do the youth as well. So there's no different staff and no different peers as they do that transition. And then, of course, we also do our home care because, we're really understanding that some people can't leave their homes, and it's possible that one time, like one day, they can leave their home because we've built a rapport with them, but there's still those core people that just their anxiety is too hard for them to leave their house. And they still need the support as well.
Yeah, it's totally understandable.
Yeah.
I also saw that you have services as well too. What type of services do you have for your clients? And what is the sensory room all about?
Our sensory room.
Correct.
So
Yes.
our sensory room is a quiet space where an individual can go in and just decompress and just kind of regulate. It's actually my husband that designs those rooms, and everything is it's textures and different sounds and different lights, and which is really good for somebody with autism specifically. We actually have them in both of our centers, and we're working to open them to the public and to the schools in hopes that everybody can utilize these rooms, but they are well loved. Pardon? No, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So like, what do you have any other services other than that?
Services like, do you mean within our programs?
Yeah. Yeah.
So our adult day program, that is skill development. And we also help people find jobs and we job coach. But the adult program is helping them like learn basic, how to explain this. So just housekeeping things, it could be budgeting, it could be some people might need help learning how to do laundry, some people might need to do help with some schoolwork, or like we do tutoring. And then our youth program is it's structured the very same, except it's on their level, what they can handle. So we do cooking, meal prep, anything that any neurotypical could do, we do for them. We teach those skills to them, it's skill development. And like I said, the youth do the very same thing, but on their level of learning. Yeah.
Are there any restrictions to becoming a member of Compassion First Care Services, such as age, disability
No.
type, caregivers, family members?
No, we take anybody that needs the support. So our programs typically start around 7 or 8 years old and then to forever. That's usually, but no, we'd like to keep the barriers down, and we accept all abilities from mental health to physical to intellectual. We take anybody that needs the support, and we just kind of put them. Pardon?
No, no, I'm saying I totally agree with that. Yeah, like that statement.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
that's kind of the gist of our services for our program. Or like I said, the
yeah,
swimming
sure.
school is the newest one, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Uh, this is an interesting question here. Without using any names,
Yeah.
can you share a success story with me, and what supports were put in place with when someone asked for help?
Oh, absolutely. So we have an individual that left school probably grade 7 or 8 years old, and we helped him. Right now this individual is currently working on getting their GED, and they were told that they would never succeed, and they're thriving with our tutoring and the support. They were told that they would never live alone. They are living home alone, they're doing very well. We have other people that, they can't even stay in school because they just they can't fit in that box like everybody else, and it's just school is too much. But yet they're with us Monday to Friday and doing really well because they're with their peers that understand. So we've had a lot of success stories, I must say, in that sense.
That's really good to hear. Really good to hear.
Yeah, there's been a lot of support for them, and it's seeing them thrive makes me and my staff thrive too, right? They teach us just as much as we teach them.
What is one thing you see happening over and over again to individuals with disabilities that shouldn't be, and how do we stop it?
Oh, gee, that's the big question. um, I I would say funding is a big one, and that I can't say that's anybody's fault, but funding to tap into support system is a big one. The lack of knowing what supports are out there. There's a lot of supports that people are unaware of. I'll still get people even coming to me and just being like, well, I didn't know about this. I didn't know about you. I didn't know about this program. And That is a huge barrier because there's a lot of people that could have tapped into supports way earlier than they're getting them. So I would have to say that's a big one for sure. How we stop that, I don't know the solid answer for that. I think it's important that all these companies that do what we do start working together more and sharing the knowledge and maybe having some more workshops that, of different programs. I mean, I don't know much off island from where I'm at, but as far as here, that's definitely a big one.
Yeah, I'd agree on that too as well because I live in Grupo myself as well too. So
Okay.
I know from experience that yes, funding is a very difficult one to handle.
It really is. And when you're struggling with a disability, that should be almost the last thing you have to work or to worry about. The funding. I mean, I know money's not unlimited, but it's a tough one for sure. And I just don't know the clear answer to that one.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm.
Are there any events coming up for Compassion First Care Services?
Well, we just actually finished quite a bit. We actually this Saturday we do have a parade that we're in, but currently right now there is not. We are working on a ball. We have a masquerade ball every year. We are having to change the date on that, but it is still going to happen. And we fundraise for programming. So if a child does come to us and if they don't have enough funding, we can use that money to go towards them, or we can use it towards, a new wheelchair van, which is what we did with the last pot of the money when we did it last year. We used that to acquire a wheelchair accessible van. That would be the biggest event coming up soon.
Let me ask what about the masquerade ball is all about?
So the masquerade ball it's a dinner, a dance. We have some guest speakers, and all the proceeds from that and the tickets go towards sponsoring a child or anything that we could need for programming. But typically, we like to use the money because, like I said, it goes back to the funding piece, right? So if we know a child needs 5 days a week, but they're only funded for, say, 2 or 3, we can put those funds toward that to give them the support they need. And some kids don't even have funding at all. It just depends, right? Every situation is different. So we try to put that money that we have raised towards that. Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Events are always a good way to get more people out there and doing stuff, right? Especially like nowadays, right? When you want to do stuff and you want to get out, right, and do stuff.
exactly. No, exactly. And the community, it was well received last year when we did it. People got to dress up really fancy and go to a ball, and it was a good time. It was a good time. And we raised quite a bit of money from that. So it was a
That's
good time.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, if someone want to become a member or volunteer with Compassion First Care Services, what is the process for becoming a member or volunteer?
So volunteer, we would do a criminal check. We would do a 2 process interview. They could email me their resume, compassionfirst.careservices@gmail.com. If they want to become one of us, like a member, a client, they would just send me an email. We would do a case plan, and on the island, we would send um, basically an email to their accessibility worker and go from there to get approval. It's a pretty quick, simple process, actually, and we just do our intake and see what the best support they need, and we put them in the place where they need to be.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah, we try to keep things pretty easy because, individuals with disabilities, they have enough barriers and struggles without having all a ton of paperwork and hurdles to jump through. So, yeah.
yes. So, what is one thing that everyone needs to know about Compassion First Care Services?
Oh, well, I would have to say we are like no other, in my opinion. Might be a little biased, but our day program, we don't fit everybody into a box. We make sure that everybody has their own individual plan because we all have different goals to get to, and we're all different. So it's not a one size fits all in our program. We make sure everybody's thriving, I would have to say. And myself and my staff are truly dedicated and so compassionate. I'd have to say my staff goes above and beyond for sure. They're amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
And if listeners are looking for more information, how can they reach out to you or the organization?
They can reach us through Facebook, through our website, or they can directly email me at passionfirst.care@gmail.com. And I'm pretty quick to get right back to people.
And do you guys have any social media pages or?
We do. So we do have Facebook right now, and then we have our website. I guess I'm not young enough to have TikTok or anything like that yet. So
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't have TikTok. I don't have TikTok myself either. So
no, so we just stick with Facebook at our website right now.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Deanne, for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you guys reaching out. That's pretty great.
So, you've been listening to Community Partners on Voices for Ability Radio. Until next time, see y'all later.